I can't go sleep. I know the power of a dollar, told 50 rounds at least.
Look good.
She know I get money, she know. Soon as I up, let's go. Just like double low.
What do you listen
Stay
to
down
when
with
you're
me,
locked
let
in
me
working?
go.
Dude, when it's the weekends and I'm locked in on
Start
the
to whip, I just like
non-sexy
cars.
part about business.
All right, I'm gonna show you guys how you film cinematic talking head videos for your client. My boy Chad right here, he's just gonna be working, doing his thing, and I'm gonna teach you guys exactly how to get some B-roll for your filming, along with just like a cool little talking head cinematic literally anywhere. So let's do it. First, realize, what are we talking about? So what is he going to talk about in the video? So we've planned out that he's just going to talk about some business stuff, what he likes to do when he's working. So I'm going to get some B-roll that adds to that story. So he's working right now. So I'm literally just going to start filming him working, and I'm just going to get some different shots. All you need is like 3 to 5 different types of shots and you are good to go. First shot I'm going to do is just a nice kind of wide angle. I'm gonna lower the exposure just a little bit, and then just like so. That looks really good. I like that. It's like a little pull back. It's a nice cinematic shot. I'm gonna get low here. I always like to, in my B-roll, I always like to get like things that are really close to the camera. So then when you zoom in, you can see right here that it looks really cool. So just gonna do something like this. Always try to get the shadow side of his face. You see how I'm shooting on the shadow side and not where that light, this light is hitting him. I'm just doing a quick little over the head shot. So I'm right over his shoulder as I'm doing this, so I can get that really cool type of like little movement. And I'm gonna get just like a cool little wide shot of him and what he's doing. Make sure that you're having the action go on the left side. So right over here, he's doing the action. So make sure to use the line of thirds. He's in the right side of the picture, and then the action of whatever he's doing is in this left. And then we can get like a cool little shot like behind, do like 70 or so, and then just slowly go in. Now all we have to do is just sit him down, let him yap about what he wants to talk about when he's working, and then we will go to the editing phase.
Framing and lighting your subject correctly is extremely simple and easy, so here's how you do it. Find a spot near a window or anywhere that has natural, good, soft lighting. Then just position the camera right in the middle so the light is either on the left or the right side of his face. You want to have shadow and light on the subject's face. And for framing, you want to have it look exactly like this. And later in the video, I'll drop this free PNG you guys can use for the perfect framing of your videos.
Like, what do you listen to when you're locked in working?
Dude, when it's the weekends and I'm locked in on the non-sexy.
I'm gonna teach you something that I just figured out that saves so much time when it comes to color grading. So hit new project, hit this settings button, and then come into color. Make sure this is turned on. This essentially will have Premiere Pro automatically detect your S-Log and then convert the S-Log for you into Rec 709, which is the color space that you watch like every single video online for. So no need to have a conversion LUT anymore. I absolutely love that. I'm so glad I figured that out. So hit OK. And now I'm gonna use my template, which is the first major tool I use to keep everything organized and help me streamline my process. So let me show you exactly what that looks like. All right, hit short form editing system. I never edit without this. Hit create. Essentially what that template is it automatically imports bins that you have made in the past. So for example, the ones that I've made in my all pack bundle is you get this imported each and every single time you click on that short form editing course. So there's already pre-made organized bins. So for example, this bin is your project bin. So this is where all your assets go. So you just click into here and then you can see like on my sequences, I have bins for my A-roll automatically made for me, my B-roll. So this is where I right now will grab the A-roll and B-roll that we shot. So you drag all your B-roll into the B-roll folder and then you drag all of your A-roll, which is that clip, into this A-roll folder. And now when you come into here, you can see that it is automatically detected and transformed the S-Log to the right picture profile, which is Rec 709. And if you don't have this clicked already, sometimes the auto feature for some reason doesn't work like I have had in the past. Make sure to come into Lumetri Color, come into the settings, and then hit this color manage auto detect, make sure that is on too, and actually make sure that this is also broadcast. And you can see all my other bins, which I'm gonna show you in a little bit exactly what these do. But right now, let's start editing this video. So go into the A-roll folder, or if you just, wherever you have it, just drag and drop it onto your timeline, and then it'll come up like this. Now we just need to color grade it really quickly. So it's already converted, but we just need to obviously color grade it because this just does not look that great. I always just come into creative. It's just a quick, like, boom, done. Come into creative and then just grab a LUT. So you guys can either go in the link in the description and grab my LUTs, or you can use yours. And if you're wondering how I color grade my videos completely from scratch, go watch this video right over here. But since we are trying to edit this video extremely fast and get it to the client, you want to just streamline every single process as fast as possible. So I'm gonna use this LUT called the Simple LUT that's in my pack, and you can automatically see that it does a great job at that. You can also like browse through all the LUTs to like get like a certain look that you like, but for this footage, I've realized that this Simple LUT looks the best. And obviously don't intensify it too much, otherwise he looks like a fucking alien. So put it right around where it's like great. And you can see that his face is a little red, and so we'll just fix that really quick by coming into the HSL secondary and come into this key, come to this picker, and then you want to just pick on his face. So like so, hit this little color grade, and then you can see that it's grabbing all of those that like reddish tint color. So you just want to mess around with this, make sure that you grab all of it, just use your eyes and mess around. Well, you can see that that really made a difference. So I'm gonna move it over here. This is like a little bit of like a fade, and now boom. Now turn that off, come down, scroll down, and then turn down the saturation a little bit. So you can see here, it looks really nice and it doesn't destroy any of the other colors. It's only targeting that color. And also I like to mess with the temperature as well, just to make his skin not like desaturated, too desaturated. So just like so. And you can match with like the tint. The tint makes it look like his skin like really belongs in the shot, which is great. So now it looks really good. And now we are good to edit and chop up this video. So the way I have Premiere Pro cut out all my silences for me is there's a feature in the text tab. So if you don't have it, come up to Windows and then hit the text right here. Come into transcript. There should be like a big blue button, and just hit that and it'll automatically transcribe your footage. Then once you've transcribed it, come up to this filter, pauses. Then it's gonna come up and it's going to detect, you can see that it's detected all of these pauses that nothing is happening in this video. So you can just hit delete and then hit delete all. Now you can see that it is automatically deleted all of like the bad dead spaces in the video, and Premiere does a really great job at that. The one feature I wish Premiere Pro had is a bad take feature.
Which means anything in your video, if it doesn't make sense to the video, so if you repeat a word accidentally or just mess up entirely and have to redo a line, like you can see he does in this little clip, you would want to get rid of this. This plugin will automatically scan through your video and get rid of it. Also, it adds captions and just does a lot more amazing things for you that automates this whole process. So stay tuned for that later in the video.
All right, really quick, I'm gonna show you how to cut this video up so you can rinse and repeat it throughout the rest of the video. So listen to it first.
Come on. All right.
So you can obviously tell nothing's happening, so just delete that.
All right, give him the sauce now. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, hello? Give him the sauce.
All right, I was gonna delete that too. So nothing is happening until like right now. You can see in the transcript, he's finally about to talk about the main point. So you always want to just delete everything that is not helping the main point of the video. Because of all this ranting over here, I'm just gonna find exactly when he starts giving the sauce.
Sauce. And what do you like
Like, what do you listen to? So right here, I'm going to cut this. What I'm saying right now of like, what do you listen to when you are locked in? I'm gonna leave that in the video because that gives people reference of what this video is gonna be about and what he's gonna be dropping. And it's kind of like an interview type of style, and he wanted that for this type of video, so I'm gonna leave that in to really nail that type of style. All right, so the next thing I like to do is add the B-roll. So your main video, the talking head is the road, and your B-roll are the road signs. If they don't make the story more clear, it's just clutter. So this is how I organize my B-roll. I always start my video with an establishing shot. So that is introducing you, the viewer, when you're watching this video, into the video and exactly the environment, where he's at, etc. So you get attached to the story and know exactly what and where the environment is. It's giving you context. So I always start with that, and he talks about him being locked in. I used B-roll that made his face is just like serious, he's locked in. Obviously you can see his face, so I used that. So I went from an establishing then to a kind of medium look shot that looks really cool with this movement. And then I went into, he talks about actions. So he talks about, right here, he's talking about him, like the non-sexy part about the business. So invoices, emails, scheduling. So you want an action close-up of him doing that. So I used him using his mouse, clicking around with his mouse. You want your B-roll to be 3 to 10 seconds of straight B-roll, so your viewer is constantly like watching new things and new things are popping up, and then go back to him talking, and then leave that for about 5 to 7 seconds, and then go back into some B-roll of actions. So Premiere Pro actually has a way to automatically generate all of your captions for you. So let me show you how you do that. Come into captions in the text tab, and then come into just create captions from transcript. Now this is gonna come up. I personally like to do single line, put this to 15 characters. That gives you around 2 to 3 words on the screen. Always, never have more than 3 words on the screen for your captions. Just don't do it. Or if you like the single word where there's only 1 word on the screen at a time, you can do that, but I personally like to do 3. Hit create captions, and now it's going to pop up. I like to highlight them all, come up to properties, and then I add my signature style. Hit this little thing, come over here, and then I'm gonna find it. I have quite a bit of them, but I like to do my signature style. And right here's my main style. You just click it, and then it'll automatically add that exact style to my video. And I'm just gonna hit this. I want these to be in the center. And then when he's talking, I actually positioned it perfectly. But if you don't actually have it positioned right, I like to use this little thing that I made that's in the link in the description for absolutely free. It is the safe zone, and then just decrease the opacity just like so. And then you can see that this is the safe zone. So you wanna avoid these red spots, obviously, where it says avoid, because when you upload this to Instagram or TikTok or YouTube Shorts, this is exactly where like your video will get cut off and people just can't see it. So you want your captions to be exactly in this box. Same with your main focus, you want it to be right there. So I actually, you can see, did a really great job. Chad's in main focus. The captions are exactly where I need them to be. And then you can put supporting visuals down here in this green box. Then I'm just gonna look at this really quick. So these fall perfectly under the chin. You always want it to be right under the chin. Never go like way up here where it's on his face, or like way down here, because people are gonna be looking at this. They want to, we're humans, we wanna talk to each other, we look at our eyes. So the closest thing that you can represent that in a short form video is to put it right under someone's chin. Now just highlight them all, come up to graphics and titles, and then hit upgrade caption to graphic. Now that allows us to add all of these really cool effects that we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna focus on the first 3 seconds of the video right now, since that is the most important part of your video. That decides whether someone's gonna watch or don't watch your video. I'm gonna use these proven hooks that I've made in the past that I use each and every single day. This just streamlines the entire focus, and I can actually use a hook that I've used in the past that works really well for visual sake. So I come into my hooks folder, and then I go into my text hooks, and then you can just see a bunch of them that I've made. So I can just like, I can scroll through them So you can see that one does that. That one looks like this. That one looks like this. This one's really cool. I really like these ones on the bottom, like especially this one and also this one. And they're super easy to use. So let's see exactly what he says.
Like, what do you listen to when you're locked in work?
So there's a lot of words. So I want to grab one that has like a lot of words that come in at different angles. You just grab the one you want, drag and drop it, just like so. And now you can see that it automatically adds the zoom, all of these text animations, and all I have to do is just come down to these captions and align them with the captions. So I say right here, like what do. So because this one's big, that actually fits really well with this. So just come over to the properties tab, have this open, and then just literally type in exactly what you say. So what do you, and you can see it automatically switches to that. What do you, align this one with this, L-I-S, listen to, and then rinse and repeat that for the rest of this hook. So this is what that hook I just did looks like.
Like, what do you listen to when you're locked in working?
Dude, when it's the weekends and I'm locked.
Because this pink doesn't really like make sense with his brand, he actually likes to use a lot of red. So I'm going to actually come into here, go into the shine effect, and then change it to like a nice red. Ooh, so now it looks really great. Now we have our hook is literally done.
When you're locked in working.
Dude, when it's the weekends and I'm locked in.
And you can find a free hook along with this cool plugin that I made, Pilot, which I'm gonna be showing you in a little bit in the link in the description, so you guys can try all of my editing packs. Now the rest of this video, I just want to use my presets that I've made. You can get all of them in the all pack bundle, which I'll leave in the link in the description. You get those hooks that I just showed you. Those are all in the all pack bundle. And let's just make these really quick. Like let's make all of these ones that I've highlighted, like have this a simple pure up. So now it has this like pure up. I like to do this in all of my captions. So I'm just gonna undo this and I'm gonna highlight them all. And then we're gonna hit a pure up. Now all of them do that. And I really, really, really love that in all of my captions. And you can even like make each of these highlighted. So you can see like right now, you can't even see that. So let's actually just like look at this shot. And right here, you can't see these captions because of the lighting in the video, and that's perfectly fine. So highlight these, and then you can just grab this negative effect, and it'll make that like sick negative effect that you see all the time. And we can even make these all like flicker in. So now they have like this sick like little flicker, you can see it. It works really well if you don't have like these appear ups, and you just have it flicker in by itself.
Always listen.
So just a quick like simple flicker in just like so.
Gamma.
All of my fonts are in the all pack bundle too, so I like to use this font right here. Just hit that and now boom, it has this like nice different type of font. You can also, one of my favorite things I like to do too is like highlight the first part of any caption and then come and grab this font that's in there, and it just makes it really cool, like cursive. So right here, I want some zooms. So I just come into my zooms folder, come into the HD ones because I'm running at 1080 by 1920. Or if you have it in 4K, you can do it too. So just pick the folder you want. And then I like to have it like this. And then you just grab, let's just say like I want this zoom. So sketch it out just like a little bit, grab this keyframe, and now it already added the sound effect with it, and now when it comes out of this,
always listening to gamma.
Boom. It's like
brain waves.
Clean.
It's a binaural beats, typically between 4.
And then these, because there's movement in these B-rolls, I don't want any type of zoom.
Put those
that's
on.
Like can affect that.
Hear the buzz for a minute, and all of a sudden you're.
And then like right here, he just like. So I want like a cool zoom in. So this one says it's a smooth zoom in and out. So just grab that. Let's grab these keyframes right here, drag it to the left a little bit. That way I can shorten this up because you can see he stops talking right here. So, and then just put it to the end of the clip. And then now it does this.
Then you're lock the fuck in.
So it really emphasized when he like leaned in.
Lock the fuck in. Get it.
Bingo, now it's done. Now let's just add some quick sound effects. You can tell that I already have like a little bit of sound effects, but I wanted to just emphasize like these words that come in right now. So I actually have my own sound effects. I like to use these bite clicks. that are just like super clean. So you just drag it, drop it, see exactly where it comes in. So it comes in right here. So I'm just gonna grab this. Now you just have these two.
Like, what do you listen to when you...
And then I really want like I have a camera charge that I like to use.
Like, what do you listen to when you're locked in?
Add some more like bite clicks. Add like a bite click right here. This one comes in. This one comes in right here.
Listen to when you're locked in working.
And then we can have like some kind of like this camera shutter I like to use all the time. So we can have it go from, put it just like right here to where it transitions from B-roll to B-roll. So now it sounds like this.
Like, what do you listen to when you're locked in working?
And then we can emphasize that transition more by just adding a like super clean transition. So this plugin I love really quick is because you can just click this adjustment layer and automatically add an adjustment layer. Or you can even go into Pilot and like all these effects are here. So you can just search up like any effect and it'll apply to any type of layer. So you just click it and then like, let's say I want to transform on it. So I just click it and then you can see that in the effects tab, transform is automatically made. So one thing I really, really love about it is you can actually go into settings and you can have effect shortcuts. I have an adjustment layer on my keyboard. So I just hit Option N. So let's say I don't have an adjustment layer here, right? And then I just hit Option N. Boom, look at that. It automatically applies exactly where my playhead is. And then I have a white flash transition I like to use. Just drag and drop it. Now it sounds exactly like this and everything just ties together.
Like, what do you listen to when you're locked in working?
Boom. And then you can do like a click sound effect right here. Would be pretty cool. Like just like click sound effects in general are just clean as fuck. So I like to do not a camera flash, like these click ticks I have. You can just come into here, I don't know, just grab any of these, just like this one for example, and then place it exactly where it transitions.
The non-sexy part about business.
That's clean as fuck. And you could like repeat it and do the exact same thing.
Like, what do you listen to when you're locked in working?
Dude, when it's the weekends, I'm locked in on the non-sexy part about business. Invoices, emails, scheduling, things like that. I'm always listening to Gamma Brainwave.
So that's exactly how I edit all of my videos right now, using all of these editing assets that I'll leave in the link in the description for you. You can get it in the all-pack bundle.
Let's get into auto reel now, which I'm sure you've been waiting for. It will turn this raw footage and just a few clicks from this into this. You can see it already added its captions. It did the color grade for you, even does this hook, which no other plugin does, along with some zooms and a transition. So let me quickly show you how it does all of this really quick. So you just hit continue. It'll automatically identify the one clip that you're doing. It's specialized for talking head videos. And then you just go through each of these settings. So I personally have one where I can just hit Torsten's favorite and then I can just hit start build right away because this is the exact thing that I like to do each and every single time. But when you're first starting out, just come in here. I strongly recommend when you're doing the best takes feature, hit review. This will allow you to just review the transcript because AI is not perfect, but it does a really great job in total. But here's like the silence removal where you have all the settings. Here's the color correction where if you have your footage in log to Rec 709, it can do a conversion a lot. But since we turned on that setting in the beginning of the video, we don't have to do that. So turn that off and then you can just pick through one of these. So let's do the everyday lot. And then here's the caption settings. You can do 1, 2, 3. Again, everything is fully customizable. So I'll just like run through this and make sure it's right exactly where we need it. Below his chin, hit done. Here's the hooks. Let's just grab that one. Let's look at like the transitions. You can pick any of those. Here are the sound effects. And then all you have to do once you collected everything, you can hit this little start button and then it'll make it a preset like I clicked in the beginning. Just hit start build and then it will now start editing your video. So you can see here's the entire transcript. You can see that it did not detect some of the bad takes. that is fine. This is a very small congested video, so that's why it does that. But you can just really quickly like boom, boom, boom. I know I didn't want that. I know he does really well here, and then just get rid of these. I actually want to keep that. And now hit build my edit. You can see that I got rid of all the fillers, all the silences in your video. And now this phase that we're in right now is the review phase. So all we have to do is listen to this video and make sure that it did a good job.
Yeah, give him the sauce.
Does it look good? Sound
Yeah,
good?
we're good. Give him the sauce. What do you listen to when you're locked in?
So I would actually just delete this. Now that these are the clips that I want only in the video, you can just hit apply effects. It'll automatically add the color grade. Like you can see it's adding the captions, putting in the font that you want, along with adjusting the position exactly where you want it. After that, it will go to the hook, which is really cool. You can see like the whole process going in front of your eyes. So this would be a great time to like just go and like grab a cup of coffee. If you guys like coffee like I do. It's adding the sound effects. You can see I already added the zooms, and along with the one transition, it's adding the sound effects right now, and it is done. Now, in just a matter of seconds, we have a really great rough cut.
What do you listen to when you're locked in working?
Dude, when it's the weekends and I'm locked in on the non-sexy part about business, invoices, emails, scheduling, things like that, I'm always listening to Gamma Brainwave.
So I would want to have this main keyword, since it's the biggest to listen to. And then these other words can just be like what, and then the second word can be you. What do you listen to when you're locked in working?
Dude, when it's the weekends and I'm locked in on the non-sexy part about business.
Since it did a good job, so I'm just gonna click the looks good. If you wanna start using AutoReel to help you create your best videos in a fraction of the time, go down in the link in description. Currently, as of this recording, AutoReel isn't out just yet, but make sure to sign up to the waitlist. You'll get a significant discounted price that no one else will receive after it launches. If you guys want to learn more about editing tips and tricks from me, go check out this video right over here. And really appreciate you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.